You have been told the same thing every creator gets told. When you start a YouTube channel, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you can make a single dime on YouTube. You have been lied to. Not about the rule, because the rule is actually real, but about what it means. That rule is only about ad revenue. And ad revenue is just one of the ways a channel makes money. And I know that because I've lived it. I was making sales on Etsy even before YouTube paid me a single cent. Small sales, real money, no permission needed. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways you can start earning before you even hit the monetization threshold and how you can start today. Let's get into it. Now, let me show you what I mean because I'm not reinterpreting anything here. This is YouTube's own partner page. The 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours rule sits under one section, ad revenue sharing, and that is the only thing it controls. YouTube even opens memberships, super thanks, and shopping at 500 subscribers with 3,000 watch hours well before the ad threshold. So the platform itself is telling you that ads are just one of the doors. And that's the part most people never think about. Your channel was never supposed to be the thing that pays you. Your channel is what brings people to you, and the money comes from what you put in front of them. And right now, there are 3 specific ways creators are doing that before 1,000 subscribers, ways most people either ignore or have never even heard of. And I'm going to walk you through all 3 ways one by one. Real quick before we get into the first way, at the end of this month, I'm running the Faceless Income System, a 3-day live challenge where I help you build a faceless YouTube channel that actually pays even with a full-time job. 3 days live me on camera this time, building with you in real time. And day 1 is this exact topic in practice. You score your own channel idea and find out if it can actually make money before you waste a month on it. Over 300 people are already in, so if you don't want to miss this opportunity, grab your seat. The link is in the description and the pinned comment, or just comment challenge and I'll send it to you. Now let's get into the first way. And the first way actually covers 2 things at once: affiliate marketing and selling your own digital products. This is Kathy. She's 55. She started her channel this year, and in June she published a video saying out loud what almost nobody says. Her words: about $15 from affiliate links and about $65 from her own digital product.
I'm Kathy. I'm 55. So far, I made about $15 from affiliate links and about $65 from digital products. That's not a fortune, but it is proof. Proof that you can start earning before you're monetized.
All of it before monetization. Now, when people hear digital product, they picture some huge course that takes months to build. Hers was a $9 upload kit she made in Canva, basically the checklist and templates she was already using herself. And honestly, with Claude and Canva together, you could put something like that together in about 30 minutes today from what you already know. The affiliate side was even simpler, just the gear she actually uses linked in her description. And I can hear some of you thinking, $80, that's nothing. But $80 is not the point. Most channels take 6 months to a year to reach 1,000 subscribers. And if you spend that whole stretch with nothing attached to your videos, you come out of it with nothing to show for traffic you already had. She came out with something plus a product that keeps selling while she keeps posting. She opened the door while everyone else was waiting for permission. And before we move on, let me clear something up, because I know some of you are looking at her and thinking, well, she's on camera, that's different. It's not. Nothing she did actually required her face. The link goes in the description, the product sits on a page, and the person buying it never has to see you. I never showed my face when I was making those Etsy sales, and this channel has been faceless the entire time. Your face was never the thing that makes people buy. What you know is, and if you want me to make a video about how to create a digital product with the help of AI and how to actually get accepted into affiliate programs and which ones to sign up for, let me know in the comments and I'll make it. Now, the second way is bigger, and this one is service-based, turning viewers into clients and members. This is Anna Sabino. and her channel is sitting at about 1,400 subscribers today. She says she got a coaching client directly from her very first video from an email address sitting in her description, and that person is still her client over a year later.
Monetized this channel right after my first video. I got a client directly from YouTube right after I posted my first video. And I got an email from this client asking me if I offer coaching. And she's still my client, so we've been working together for over a year.
Then at 900 subscribers, still under the threshold, she opened a paid community, and in 72 hours, she had 100 paying members.
A paid community. I started that community when I was at 900 subscribers. So I was not at 1,000 subscribers. And after 72 hours, I got 100 paid members.
And don't get stuck on the word coaching, because the service is really just doing the thing your videos are about for one person who doesn't want to do it themselves. Now, that 72-hour number is the part people get stuck on. So let me tell you how she actually did it, because it was not the subscriber count. She put a free download in the description of every single video, and that turned viewers into an email list. So when she opened the community, she wasn't selling to strangers, she was selling to people who already knew her. In her words, most sales happen over email.
Because most sales happen via email.
And notice what that actually required from her. Something in her description. That's it. Go and look at most small channels right now and the description is empty, or it's just a couple of social links. So even when somebody watches the whole video and wants more from you, there's nowhere for them to go. That is the difference between a channel that can earn and a channel that can't, and it takes about 2 minutes to fix. And this is the part that changes how you see your view count. When you're waiting on ads, 1,000 views is just 1,000 views. But when you have a door like this open, one person out of that 1,000 who actually needs what you know is worth more than the whole 1,000 watching. That's why a small channel was never the disadvantage you were told it was. And the same thing applies here. This does not need your face either. There are memberships running right now where the owner has never shown their face. I can think of a few of them. You can be on camera if you want to, but it was never the requirement. What people are paying for is the help, not the face. And if you're not sure what would actually fit your niche, whether that's a product, a service, or a membership, that's the part most people get stuck on. I built a skill that walks you through it, and it's inside my community. If you want it, use the link in the description. And the third way is the one that surprises people the most, and that's brands paying you directly. This is Dupe Aleru, and her opening line is basically this whole video in one sentence. She says she's a small YouTuber, she's not monetized through AdSense yet, but she still made money last month. In March, she reported $1,510 from 3 brand deals, 1 integration inside a normal video, 1 monthly retainer carried over from a previous agreement, and 1 link in bio placement.
I'm a small YouTuber and I'm not monetized through AdSense yet. However, I was able to make money last month. The total that I made in revenue for brand collaborations was $1,510.
And she's honest about her situation. Her rates are lower than they used to be because she reset her channel and her subscriber count isn't under 1,000 either. It's an older audience from a niche she moved away from. But none of that money went through AdSense, and that's the point. Now here's the part I want you to take from her, because it's the thing most people get wrong. She says your rate should reflect your engagement, not your follower count. Brands are not buying your subscriber number, they're buying whether your audience actually listens to you. That's why a small channel with a tight niche can get paid while a bigger, vaguer one doesn't. And her other tip is worth stealing. When a brand does reach out, ask them if they're open to a longer partnership instead of a single video, because recurring is where it actually adds up. And this is the one I can speak to directly, because this channel has sponsors and I have never once been on camera. Brands are not paying for a face, they're paying for a specific audience that trusts what you say. So if all 3 of these have been sitting there the whole time, why is nobody talking about it? Honestly, I think it's simpler than people make it out to be. When you start a channel, Everything YouTube shows you points at one thing, the partner program, because that is YouTube's product. Nobody at YouTube is going to tell you to build an email list or go and sell something of your own. And then the rest of us just repeated it because 1,000 subscribers is a clean number that's easy to remember. And attaching an offer to your channel isn't a number, it's a decision. Numbers spread, decisions don't. And notice that all three of the people I just showed you said some version of the same thing on their own channels. One of them literally opens her video begging people to make their first sale this week. Instead of waiting for 1,000 subscribers, they all worked it out separately, which tells you it was never a secret. It just was never the loudest message in the room. So here's the bigger thing, and it's the reason I've been saying this for years. Every one of these three ways depends on your niche, allowing it in the first place. That's why when I talk about choosing a niche, I never stop at, is it interesting and is there demand for it? The third question is the one that decides everything, and that's whether the niche can actually pay you in more than one way. Because if your topic can't sell a product, can't support a service, and has no brands anywhere near it, then ads really are your only option and you're back to waiting. The people I just showed you weren't lucky. They picked topics that had doors in them. And that is exactly what we do on day one of the challenge. You score your own topic live and you find out whether it can actually pay you before you spend another month building on it. So here's the real takeaway. The audience can pay you long before YouTube does, through the doors you put in front of them. And I learned that with a handful of Etsy sales before YouTube ever sent me a single cent. It's been true every year since. The creators who understand that stop treating 1,000 subscribers like a starting line. And if you haven't grabbed your seat for the challenge yet, we start August 28th, so use the link in the description or comment challenge and come build this live with me. And if you want to see how faceless channels are getting monetized the smart way in 2026, watch this video next, and I'll see you there.